Some more updates coming in from across the globe, viewers. President-elect Donald Trump used his first major rally since winning November's election to bask in his victory, and even suggested that he'd be open to pushing for political unity. But he also suggested Sunday that his new administration could be as hard on an overseas ally as it is on adversaries, singling out Panama for ridicule over shipping fees at its canal.
Our Navy and Commerce have been treated in a very unfair and injudicious way. The fees being charged by Panama are ridiculous, highly unfair, especially knowing the extraordinary generosity that has been bestowed to Panama, I say very foolishly, by the United States. This complete rip-off of our country will immediately stop. It's going to stop.
Panama's President Jose Raul Mulino has roundly rejected Donald Trump's suggestions that his new administration would try to regain control of the Panama Canal. During a rally, Trump said that the U.S. foolishly ceded the canal to a Central American ally, contending that the shippers were charged ridiculous fees to pass through the vital transportation channel linking the Atlantic and Pacific Ocean. A short time after Trump's speech, Mulino released a video declaring that every square meter of the canal belonged to Panama and will continue to do so in an address to his country. Workers have begun the cleanup of beaches in Lobitos district in northwestern Peru from an oil spill that is threatening the area's ecosystem and economic activity, including tourism. The spill occurred in the department of Piura, which is 10 kilometers from the Talara refinery. The new environmental disaster was caused by the state oil company Petroperu. The state-owned company has not given further details about the incident or the amount of crude oil spill. The spill has extended to several beaches of Lobitos. Hundreds of relatives of prisoners held in Lebanese jails protested Sunday, calling for their release. Some of the prisoners, they say, are members of Islamic groups who were jailed for supporting the 2011 Syrian uprising against Assad's regime.
With clearly no end to the power tussle in the Indy bloc, it's veteran Congress leader Mani Shankar Iyer who suggested that the Congress should be open to stepping down from its leadership role in the Indy bloc and make way for Mamata Banerjee. He further said that the coalition's primary goal is to defeat the BJP and adaptability is crucial for the success. So it's a veteran Congress leader who's pitched for Mamata Banerjee to lead the opposition bloc.